Do you guys remember the whole wavy eyebrows trend? Well, the other day I was getting sent this picture by Noodles, yes. And I believe this picture was inspired by this picture, and both are edited, and a bunch of you asked me to try to do this in real life. So that's what I'm going to do today. Before we start off, I want to apologize for the lighting in this video. I am so disappointed in myself because in my last video, the lighting, the focus and everything was so good, and in this one it just all goes downhill. But this wasn't a set of nails that I wanted to recreate for a second time. So yeah, please enjoy this video, and without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to use these easy coffin tips. I know it could probably be easier to do like a square tip, but I want them to still go to like a point. I literally just dropped these and they went everywhere. So I'm just going to be guessing which size is which, and hopefully this does not take too long. Okay, so I have all of my tips. So I'm going to shape these before I put them on, because I feel like if I put them on and then try to shape them like that, I might mess up and then I'm stuck with a weird tip. I think I'm just going to start with using my electric file and just sort of and like shape it out like that, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's one side, and then on the other side I got to sort of curve it oppositely. So where it goes out on this side, it'll go in on this side. So we'll start off kind of like right here, like. Okay, so here is the tip. It's kind of like in the shape of fire, but it will go like that. So I'll be using polygel today because I feel like I can hang some extra off the sides right here and really define the shape a bit more with polygel rather than like putting acrylic on top of this, because polygel is strong enough that I can make some curve out the side without it like falling and dripping. So one tip down. Doing these smaller ones is going to be a little bit harder. Okay, so here's this tip. It's getting a little bit harder as these get smaller. Alright, and third one done. I'm just going to power through the rest of these really quick. So the tips are all done. Now it's time to prep my actual nails. To prep my actual nails, I'm just going to rough up the surface with a buffing block, making sure to get like my sidewalls and around my cuticle and stuff like that to make sure that I don't have any shine on my nail. I actually think I'm gonna keep these on for like a good while. So I'm like really doing the prep today. So there is my nails all etched out. So now I'm gonna use a dehydrator, just this one from Nail Couture. I'm gonna get that all over to get all of the dust away. Then I just have some Macart glue, and now I'm going to glue the tips on. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue at the edge here, and place that on the edge of my nail. And here we go. These kind of look like fire nails. I was originally gonna just do them like pink and stuff, but I kind of think maybe I'll do them designed as like fire. And last one. And here is the start of the squiggle nails. So what I'm gonna do is try to buff out underneath a little bit and kind of the sides, because there is places where like there needs to be some tip that needs to come off. So like kind of smooth out and get those little pieces off, like so. You can see this one has like a lot of pieces that need to come off. Okay, here they are. I'm gonna be using the pink polygel kit for this set. I really wanted to use the jelly color in this for this set, so I'm gonna grab out just the clear, and I don't remember which one was the jelly color. I think it was this one. Let's see. Nope. Okay, found it. It's this one. So I'm also going to grab out my brush, slip solution, and base and top coat. Oops. So I'm used to there being like a little thing that does not do that. So my bad for sure. Usually there's like you have to shake it to get it out most of the time, but apparently not today. That's fine. Totally fine. I'm also going to be using the little LED lamp that comes in this kit, but first we must put the base coat on. So you're just gonna put that all over the tip and your actual nail. And then we will cure that. And we'll just do that for the rest of the nails as well. Now we'll pop those into cure. So now we have these cured. I am going to just squeeze out polygel straight on to the nail. Hopefully I have enough polygel to do these. The only thing that's kind of bad with these little kits is that you kind of don't get that much, but I think we should be okay for just this time. But I am going to just squeeze it out as I would normally. I am going to do my best to shape it in the line with the squiggle, but also we'll probably be cleaning it up afterwards 100%. Now we will just be shaping, and this is probably going to take quite a bit of time because you got to get this right. And also these tips, they feel so flimsy now. They feel like pretty sturdy initially, and then once you take off, you know, like half of it and put it in the shape of a squiggle, turns out it's not that sturdy. Who knew? So I'm kind of just like smoothing this out, sort of like regular, and then I'll do the sides. Using a lot of slip solution today so I can really just smooth everything out super easily. And I'm going to try to exaggerate some of the curves, so just by pulling that out. And that's why I wanted to use polygel for this, because you are able to like move polygel out like that. And I'm trying to also to make sure to have each side match up with where it indents and then where it goes out, like alternating on each side. That way it looks like it's squiggled like that and not just like random waves. That's not what I want here. Okay, I actually think this one actually looks really good. I'm gonna cure this, and then I do need to put more on top of it because it would not be strong enough just by itself. Okay, so let's cure this. And then I'm actually going to use this clear to build up the rest. I find sometimes if you do like jelly on top of jelly, it cannot turn out quite right. Like it just seems like you don't put it on like completely even, then some parts are darker than others. And so I just want to keep this clear, that way it does not affect the look of the jelly. Again, I might keep this jelly, I might not. Maybe we'll do like a pink fire or something like that. I'm not sure what I want to do with these. It's like such an interesting set, you know, like, I don't know. Okay, so here's the side. I'm gonna have to clean this up for sure. It's so interesting trying to like get a good like apex and stuff while trying to keep these sides like curved. So I'm gonna cure this, and then you guys know I don't really like them super thick anymore, and I find that I don't really need them thick anymore either. So I am going to cure this and we'll move on to the next nails. Okay, a cured nail. Now we have to do all of these. So here's this one, gonna cure this and do the same thing with the clear. I think I'm probably gonna run out of this jelly color by the end of this, which makes me sad because I think this is like my favorite poly gel. I also decided I'm 100% going to do a fire design, because I feel like it'd be such a big missed opportunity if I didn't. Here's this one now into the light. Alright, so you guys can only watch me just push around. Why did a sparkle come out of that one? So random. Anyway, as I was saying, you guys can only watch me push around polygel for so long. So I'm going to speed through these last couple nails and the touching up and that kind of stuff. And then we can get to doing the fire design. Okay, so here they are all done. I'm gonna do a wipe on these because they are all sticky. And then now I'm going to file down just the tops. I'm not gonna do anything for the sides because for the sides I'm going to use a electric file to really define the squiggles. Next, I'm going to use this bit because it is kind of like a skinny round one, and I'm going to use this just at a super low setting. And I'm going to get around my cuticles and then I'm going to define the squiggles. So here we are so far. I'm gonna go wash these off and get all the dust off, and then we can continue. Okay, so here they are all washed off. So I decided I don't want to leave this like light pink. I want it to be a little bit brighter, but I don't have a neon pink jelly. I still want it to be jelly. So basically I'm going to take this little bit of gel from Candy Coat here and put it on this little piece of paper, and then I'm going to take this top coat and put a good amount there and mix it up. Add a little bit more. Okay, so now that's what that looks like now. I'm gonna put a nice little layer on. It's not gonna be much, just enough to make it a little bit more pink and cover up any little mistakes I've made. You guys know I never make any mistakes, so that's not needed, but you know what I mean. There we go, see? Just a little bit more pink than this light pink. Nothing crazy. I wanted to get a nice, just like regular color on this and like have them look good before I try any design, because we both know that I can mess up the design in like a second. So I thought this was the best option. So here are essentially the finished nails. I actually do kind of think they look like the Photoshop pictures. I'm actually really proud of myself for how much I was able to do this. I was not expecting that. This could be the end, but I'm gonna just try to decorate these a little bit further and probably mess them up, so that's why I wanted to give you a after now. So today, instead of using any gel polish, I'm gonna use these little paints, and I'm gonna hope that that goes a lot smoother than when I try to use gel polish, because I'm not always the best at gel polish, so gotta mix that up a bit. I just feel like paint can be easier to work with. So I'm gonna start with this darker one. My idea is to sort of go with the lines. I don't know about that. That just doesn't look right to me. Oh, okay, wait, I have an idea. So I'm gonna outline the entire thing with white. I'm trying to think if this would look good if I did it better or if it just is not a good idea, period. Wiping it off again. Okay, so you know what? I kind of like it outlined. I don't know if it looks like fire, but the outline looks okay. I wish I could get your guys' like opinion in real time, because I don't know what to do. This is so hard to choose. Yeah, maybe, but in red. Okay, this is the final try, and if it doesn't look good, then I quit. I gotta say, I am having a much easier time using these paints though. If you watched my Queen of Hearts video, you know I cannot hand paint to save my life, especially with gel polish. I was struggling a lot with that. So with this, it seems much better. Actually, you know what? I think that actually kind of looks good. Let's hope I don't ruin it. Okay, so I think my consensus is this part ruined it, but it looks good outlined like that. So I think that's what my plan of action is just to outline. Okay, I actually kind of like how that looks. So I'm gonna do that on all of them. I feel like this is like turning out to be like a late Valentine's Day set now. Can't seem to get away from the pink and red. Okay, I don't know. I felt like it looked good on this nail, but it's not looking good on this nail. Does it? I don't know. Now that more than like one of them is done, I feel like they're starting to look good all in unison. All right, here these are. Now I have to do the thumb. But other than that, they're pretty much done. Of course, I'll have to top coat them. Okay, so let's have these dry and then I will put a top coat on top. I'm just putting another top coat on now. And really focusing it on the sides since that's what I pretty much painted. Okay, and here are the wavy nails. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These were really fun to do. A little past due for Valentine's Day with the colors. Please make sure to hit the like button. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate that. Thank you guys again so much for watching and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye! P.S. Sorry for how many times I changed the design.